long time, and I worked at a seafood restaurant called Hyman's, which is located on the same block as a restaurant called Sticky Fingers. And just telling you where it's at. And that restaurant's owned by a family with the last name Hyman. And I was working in there one day, and this lady said to me, she goes, "Oh, are you one of the Hymans?" I was like, "Yeah, because they named me Dusty Hyman." Okay. And then for the next 10 years, I was a pesticide salesman and an alcoholic. And maybe you say an alcoholic's not a job, but I drank like it was a job. You know what I mean? I really got into it, and we're having a good time. And as a comedian, now I'm a comedian, and as a comedian, I like to come out here and I say, we're having a good time. I like to tell people, I don't like to ask. A lot of comics come out here, they go, "Are we having a good time?" Not me, I can't risk it. Right? And I like telling people, I don't like to ask, because my fear is that I'm going to come out here and I'm going to go, "Are we having a good time?" And somebody's going to go, "No." And then for the next 45 minutes or so, I'm going to wonder, are they not having a good time? Or are they just joking? But either way, I'm not focused on what I came out here to do, right? Which is to make you laugh. That's my job as the entertainer. And as an entertainer, when you're not laughing, I'm very uncomfortable. That's why a TED Talk seems very uncomfortable to me. And I'm pretty fidgety when I'm getting laughs, so I can't imagine what's about to happen. But we're having a good time. And why am I telling you this about we're having a good time? Well, the reason is because, I think that we control whether we're having a good time or not, right? I control whether I'm having a good time by just telling myself I'm having a good time, right? I think that's important. There are many times in my life when I could have just settled for something. I could have settled for a job I didn't like, but I was always searching for the job that made me the most happy because I always want to have a good time, right? I think it's important to have a good time. Okay, so we're having a good time. And I grew up in Alabama. I grew up in a trailer park, and I grew up with my parents were divorced. Parents got divorced when I was 2. Then there was a custody battle, and my mom lost, so I had to go live with her. And okay, that is true. But no, my parents were great. I lived with my mom and 2 sisters in a 2-bedroom trailer in a trailer park. And the trailer park wasn't bad, but the worst thing was having to write my address down on anything in elementary school, right? Because I didn't become the poor kid till I had to write Lot 8, Moore's Trailer Park, down on my school paperwork. All the other kids are like, "Dusty, you live in a trailer?" I'm like, "I don't know why you're so surprised. I mean, every day I come to school in a NASCAR t-shirt. And my backpack's from the Marlboro catalog." Okay, we're having a good time. We are having a good time, don't forget. When you stop laughing, I get uncomfortable, and I'll have to do more jokes. But that's why, right? That's why. I always feel like there's many times in my life where I could be like, "Oh, this is not going well. Things are not going good. I don't like what I'm doing," right? But I always say, hey, we're having a good time, right? It's important to be gracious, right? It's important to have a good attitude. My first job, I made $5.15 an hour. That's what minimum wage was back then. And then I started making $7 an hour, and I felt like I was rich. I was like, this is pretty good right here. And my parents, even though they were divorced, right, I had good parents. My dad didn't abandon us, Like I always say, my dad left one day and went to the store to get some cigarettes, and then he came back. He had food, supplies. Yeah, he hit us, but he was around. He didn't abandon us, right? This is going somewhere, I promise. It seems like I'm just doing jokes, but I'm going somewhere. So I love my parents. They were great. They loved to laugh. They just didn't like to laugh with each other. And, okay. I don't like an awe, but we're having a good time. After I made $7 an hour, I ended up making $10.50 an hour, pushing pallets of fertilizer around a Home Depot with a pallet jack. And anytime I'd want to complain, I would just say to myself, all right, $10.50 an hour, right? And that would give me the gratitude I needed to push on. That would give me the gratitude to appreciate what I had, because I used to make $5.15 an hour. Now I'm making $10.50. That's double, plus some. Is it? Okay. We're having a good time. If I say we're having a good time real quiet like that, it means I've lost confidence in the joke. But eventually I got a promotion with my job, right? I went from pushing pallets of fertilizer to the district manager. I was making more money than I'd ever made in my whole life. But I started to not get happy, right? I wasn't feeling good. I didn't like what I was doing. And then I got into comedy. I started doing a little comedy, and suddenly I started to hate the job that was paying all my bills. It was the most money I'd ever made in my life. I should be happy, but I wasn't happy. And I started being happy about comedy, which was paying me in beer, right? So then I would hate my job all day. I would get off work, and I would go do comedy for 5 minutes, and then I would drink till I blacked out, right? And I wasn't trying to black out. I was just trying to carry a 3-beer buzz all day. And that's tough after 15 beers. After 15, you switch to something heavier. You start throwing in some liquor, right? And that's when you slip into what I like to call the dark side. That's where your mind goes blank, your eyes go dim, you start telling people secrets you didn't know you had. I feel like blacking out's like your mind's way of being like, you don't need to see this. Like, we've lost control of the body, but we can keep you from seeing what it's about to do. And I think I was drinking like that because I was unhappy with my job, right? I wasn't having a good time. But I didn't know how to quit the job that I had. I didn't know how to quit because I was like, how do I give up the most money I've ever had? How do I give up the health insurance, you know? Obviously, I'm not living too healthy. But one day, after a weekend of binge drinking, I decided that I would give it up. Well, my body decided that it was time, you know? Between the cigarettes that I smoked and my beer belly, I got winded tying my shoes, right? And it's tough to have a good time when you can't breathe, you know what I mean? So that's when I decided that I would pursue this job of comedy that I wanted to do. I decided that I would go out and pursue it, and only because I wanted to have a good time. Not because it was the best financial decision for me, but because, you know, I wanted to get out there and I wanted to do something fun. I wanted to have a good time with my life. I wasn't trying to wait around for, you know, some time in the future when I could start having fun. I wanted to have fun right now, right? But so I had to quit drinking. I had to quit the job. So I decided I would do those things. I quit drinking. And within like 3 weeks, I figured out how I would quit the job. And so I put in my 2-week notice, which is great. It's the best 2 weeks of my life. It's my favorite 2 weeks of any job I've ever had, in fact. It's worth it to get the job just to put the 2-week notice in. That's where you start taking the power back. It's like a little vacation right there at the end, you know? That's where I get to say my favorite phrase at work, which is, I don't care, I'm about to quit. A lot of power in those words, you know? Your boss is like, hey, you know you were late today, right? I'm like, hey, you know I'm about to quit, right? Like you say it with a smile that lets him know, hey, I know you're still the boss, but there's things I won't be doing during this 2 weeks notice. Like I won't be tucking in this shirt anymore. I won't be wearing that name tag, and I'll be late every day with a coffee. There's nothing more bold than showing up late to work with a coffee, trying to blame it on something else, right? You're like, woo, traffic, huh? It was wild out there today. I almost didn't make it in, but then somebody's like, I had no traffic coming in. You're like, I took a different way, snitch. Okay, we're having a good time. We are having a good time. So I figured out how to quit the job. I went back to working at Hyman's for a little while. And then within 2 years of quitting the job, I moved to Nashville and I became a full-time comic. All right, thank you. Thank you. That's right. I was making the least amount of money I'd ever made in my life. I was living in an attic apartment, but I was having a good time. I felt like I was back to my trailer park roots, but I was enjoying it. I was learning to appreciate the simple things in life and that I didn't need a lot of money to be happy. And then within 3 years of becoming a full-time comic, I did my first late-night spot on Jimmy Kimmel Live. And then, 6 months later, I did The Tonight Show. And then a year after that, I did The Tonight Show a second time, and I opened my set by saying, we're having a good time. And I said, we're having a good time. I like to tell people. I don't like to ask. A lot of comics come out here and they go, are we having a good time? Not me. I can't risk it, right? You've already heard that joke. It's not funny the second time. But when I was writing that down, I was like, that's going to be a hitter. And we are having a good time. And I like to wave like this. I do this a lot. I like to wave like this at the end of a joke. I like to wave like this just to let you know that joke's over. A lot of times you'll know because you'll be laughing. Other times I'll have to give you one of these. I got a lot going on up here. I like to touch my hat, my glasses, my belt. I'm like a third base coach up here, and just trying to get you home. Yeah, there's a point here, and there is a point here. But this is what I always do. I'm always this uncomfortable. I don't know if you can tell, but a lot of people will say to me, that guy moves his arms around a lot. He must be new, right? I'm not new, but I don't know what to do with my arms. But We're Having a Good Time really started as a joke for me. I was doing a lot of bad shows, doing a lot of bad rooms, and I'd be up there on stage, and I wouldn't be doing well, and I'd go, we're having a good time, right? And it was a bit of sarcasm, but it also was reminding me that I was having a good time. It was reminding me that my worst day as a stand-up comedian is better than my best day as a pesticide salesman. And my friend out back just asked me, was that true? And that is true. I don't know if you've sold pesticides before, but I don't know if you pushed fertilizer around with a pallet jack, but it is not a lot of fun, even for $10.50 an hour, which was big money for me at the time. And, well, I wouldn't mind it now, to be honest with you. And, okay, we're having a good time. But it also reminds me to let the audience know that we're having a good time, because I'm having a good time, but I say we're because I want to make sure you're having a good time. I don't want to treat you like a bad date, right? Where I'm like, are you having a good time? Are you having a good time? Because if you have to ask, you're probably not having a good time. People sometimes ask me, and I want the audience to feel good. People sometimes ask me, has the PC culture of comedy changed the way you do comedy? And I say no, because I've always wanted to do the kind of comedy that made people feel good, right? Like, I want people to come in here and feel better about themselves when they leave than when they came in, right? And so it hasn't hindered me because I want people to feel good. And there's a point here. And I'm a writer, but not a good memorizer. And we're having a good time. I don't mind if people are offended, but being offended is different than me making fun of you, right? It's different than me making you feel bad about who you are. So I want you to feel good, I mean, I want you to appreciate life. I really want this to be a positive message, right? Because what I'm great at is comedy. And I'm not really that great at delivering a good positive message. But I think the pursuit of being happy is what it's all about, right? You strive for money, you strive for this, you strive for that, and it doesn't matter if you're not happy, right? So be happy and, quit your job. Sell your car. Ride a bike for a while. You ride a bike for a while, you'll be like, you know what? That beater of a car I had wasn't that bad. Get a couple of DUIs, loosen up a bit. They said buzz driving is drunk driving, so if you're gonna do it, get drunk. You know what I mean? Okay. You only get 2 DUIs. Don't waste one on a buzz. And so, because I think it's better to be happy without a lot of things than to make yourself unhappy trying to get a lot of things. You know what I mean? Thank you. That feels like I really that feels like I really hit a point there. I feel like the audience was pretty much like, wow, that was profound. And this guy is quite the speaker. We're having a good time. I did grow up in a trailer park, and trailer park I grew up in, we never had a slip and slide. We just had an old tarp with some Dawn dish detergent on it. We put our slip and slide over a tree root one time because we was going to jump it. And that's not how that works at all. I hit that tree root, I just got up, got a job. I'm done playing out here. Hell, I'm done playing period. I got medical bills now. And, you know what I mean? The bad thing is I did hit my main point here. At this point, I'm just doing comedy. That's what I know how to do. But you know what I don't know how to do that well? Sell pesticides. I was a terrible pesticide salesman. I used to come in, I had a lot of stores. I used to sell pesticides, and people would come in, because I sold to Lowe's and Home Depot, I was a sales rep. People would come in and they would ask weird questions. You know, they'd be like, I'm looking for something organic. I'd like to kill the insects, but not harm the environment. I'm like, well, how about a shoe? Because I'm selling pesticides, and that stuff is poison. Okay, I'm hurting stuff out here. Okay? I liked that job because it was kind of like working a 2-week notice, right? I worked in the store, but not for the store, right? So customers would ask me to help them find stuff, and I would help them, unless they got an attitude with me. And then, mid-help, I'd be like, I don't know. I don't work here. Then I'd walk off. Customers don't know what to do with something like that. They get the manager's like, I don't know. He doesn't work here. And they can't find me because I'm already out front smoking. You know what I mean? I got fired up. You ever see people try to cool down with a cigarette? They got a cherry on it that long. Their eyes are bugged out. They're like, I'm trying to cool down. I'm like, I don't think it's working. Maybe you just need some regular breaths. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you.